Okay. Well, yeah, let's just go. Yeah. Finally this one. This is one of my favorites in the game. One of my favorite chambers. And the reason is that, I mean, this is just, you know, like coming in, you just see this. It's not all that, you know, amazing, is it? This was clever. You know, they could have just put the wall all the way up to here, but instead, there's this, like, flavor element to it. Unless it moves. I don't remember it moving, though. And here's the thing, okay? You have to add both of, like, not both, all three of these lasers to these receptacles in order to get the door to open. But the clever thing about this one, which is not really a gameplay element all that much, but the clever thing about this is that, let me just show you, okay? Not like this. So you should be able to hear the music, right? Here's what happens if I add another one. See, it adds more music, huh? Isn't that fucking cool? I mean, I don't know how audible this is going to be. This is why I'm standing near it. Just letting it play for a bit. See, this is the part that I love about this, because it's an interesting interface design point. Like, you know, an idea, I guess, perspective. Because the better this functions, like in this particular case, you hear the music more, but it's more like it sort of feels like the better the you're doing on the puzzle, the more the harmony increases between the lasers. And I thought that was clever, because if you could like make a system that produces you know, like tones or something. Wow, it is fucking raining outside. It is pouring. If you could make a system that like produces tones like this, like intrinsically, and you could have those tones sort of like harmonize if the system is working properly, you could just, like, you know, walk in a room and, you know, with a whole bunch of shit, and if you don't hear the harmony, then you know that something is wrong. You don't have to, like, you know, check any screens or anything like that. I mean, this isn't like obviously useful in computers, but it can be useful in industry. I interned as what is it? As a like instrument technician at a refinery, and would have been useful in some cases there. I mean, it's a bit too creative, I guess, but whatever. Anyway, this is not a difficult puzzle. You just eventually figure out that you just have to, I mean, you have, like, you know, one pair of portals, right? One of them has to be there, and it's really just about aligning everything, just figuring out, like, the one angle where they have to I just have to, like, put each one in order to get the intended result, and, like, you know, you'll figure it out sooner or later. It's not a complicated one. It's a rather easy one. Yeah, I just, like, duplicated that. It's not a problem. I'll just move this one. That's really it. Like, this is the clever part about this puzzle that has nothing to do with the actual fucking game. It's just a design point.
These test chambers look even better than they did before. It was easy, really. You just have to look at things objectively.
Just increasing the volume
See what
there.
you don't need anymore, and trim out the fat.
Yeah, another fat joke. Fine. So those are always, like, always fresh, right?
I've got a surprise for you after this next test. Not a fake, tragic surprise like last time. A real surprise with tragic consequences. And real confetti this time. The good stuff. Our last bag. Part of me's going to miss it. But at the end of the day, it was just taking up space.
Now, I remember this one none at all, but I see that there is a button that gives me a cube that I need to put here, then I need to open this one, and then I need to somehow get up there, which means I'm gonna need to use the bridge. Like this. Like this. Yes, there we go. I need to fetch the cube. That's simple. I mean, at this point, it's like... It's really not that hard to think about the puzzle and figure it out.
What's going on? Who turned off the lights?
Oh, I didn't remember this.
I'm speaking in an accent that is beyond her range of hearing.
Look, Metal Ball, I can hear you.
Run! I don't need to do the voice. Run! 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 Come on, I'm closing the door. Okay, quick recap. We are escaping. Alright, that's what's happening now. We're escaping. So you're doing great. Just keep running. Quick word about the future plans that I've got in store. We're going to shut down her turret production line, alright? Turn off her neuroptoxin and then keep running. Again, though, for the moment, run!
What am I
Keep
doing?
moving, just keep moving.
The irony is you were almost at the last test. Here it is. Why don't you just do it? Trust me, it's an easier way out than whatever asinine plan your friend came up with.
Oh, what? How stupid does she think we are? Oh.
You can't actually go there, by the way. At least I remember you can. Pretty sure you can actually go there and supposedly, like, you know, go supposedly to do the test and just kills you or something.
Come on, come on! Ah! What's going on in there? Can you get out? I heard gunfire. It's a bit late, but look out for gunfire. Probably doesn't help at this point, but I haven't seen right. You're okay? Great, come on.
If you didn't notice, those were the only portable surfaces, so it's not that hard to figure out.
Go, 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 go.
Again, this is just a, you know, it's a sort of instinctive reaction that you're gonna have playing this game, so again, not a difficult thing to do.
There's the exit. We're almost out of here. Bring in the whole place now. Hurry! Hurry! This way!
Very well timed. It is possible to fail this, by the way. You know, not that easily, but I mean, it's not that hard to like do it properly. But my point is that they do let you fail in case you try to fail, and you know, just so that it's clear that you can fail it. Which, no, it's just a design choice. And again, much like the you know, the previous game, instead of the point where she was going to kill you, at least, you know, before it becomes she actually attempts it, you get to the point where you have to escape. Well, it was pretty clear we'd have to escape anyway, right? So, but you know, like, we were at that point again.
Brilliant! You made it through. Well done.
That's my point.
Follow me. We've still got work to do. At least she can't touch us back here. What's happening? Okay. Okay, don't move. Okay, alright, so, I've got an idea, but it is bloody dangerous. Here we go. Ah! Oh, for God's... They told me that if I ever turned this flashlight on, I would die. They told me that about everything. I mean, I don't even know why they bothered giving me this stuff if they didn't want me to use it. It's pointless. Mad.
I don't remember where I'm going.
Ooh. It's dark down here, isn't it?
Might be
They
missing
say
some
that the old
Easter eggs.
caretaker of this place went absolutely crazy. Chopped up his entire staff of robots. All of them robots. They say at night you can still hear the screams of their replicas. All of them functionally indistinguishable from the originals. No memory of the incident. Nobody knows what they're screaming.
No, he's not coming back.
Absolutely terrifying. Though obviously not paranormal in any meaningful way.
And you can actually hear their screams. I remember that there's something here though.
Try to jump across.
Oh, there's nothing here. It's just part of the game.
Let's
Try to
keep
jump
moving.
across.
The factory entrance must be around here somewhere.
It's like a bridge there. See, this is not supposed to be difficult at all. It's just supposed to be a bit of atmosphere.
Careful, careful. Wait, careful. Let me light this jump for you.
This is not actually a difficult jump at all. Like, I didn't even jump at that point. I just pressed forward. It's intentionally really easy.
I'll hold the light steady.
Because the whole point is to
Oh, nicely done.
just go through the motions. This is a new idea on like how to do games. You know, like older games didn't have stuff that was this easy where you just go on rails and it's like, whatever.
Quick, this way.
It pushed me back. It pushed me back.
Careful, careful. Wait,
Again,
careful.
like
Let me
anyone
light
knows
this
that
jump
this
for
is
you.
not, you know, not that big a deal design-wise, but it is interesting
This
to
looks dangerous.
see it
I'll
in
hold the light
retrospect.
steady. Oh, nicely done. Quick,
Yeah,
this way.
it's cutting out the middleman essentially.
I like this. I almost got a job down here in manufacturing, but guess who the foreman went with? Only an exact duplicate of himself, nepotism. Ended up giving me the worst possible job, tending to all the smelly humans. Sorry, that's no, I wouldn't say smelly. Just attending to the humans. Sorry about that. That just slipped out. A bit insensitive. The smelly humans. Okay, we have to split up here for a moment. Portal up to that passage, and I'll see you on the other side.
See, because you have portals, they don't let you use the doors. I mean, that's a fair point. So you get here and then you have to wait for Wheatley.
Can you reach that wall back there?
I remember that. Should have known.
Okay, there's another wall over here.
Is there a door here? There isn't a door here. What is this rail doing here if there is no door?
Oh, I'll tell you, humans. Oh, love them. Just the way they look. It's great, and their folklore. Wonderful, very colourful.
It shows you, like, you know, unlike the previous game, there was just a bit of like behind the scenes, you know, like aperture science behind the scenes. Here they're going a lot further with it. I mean, all of this was just flavor. It's like nothing gameplay-wise that they had to show you. Now, this is a section where I think essentially falling is gonna work. I remember there being anything weird about this.
I'm gonna take this rail down the back way. See you at the bottom. Good luck.
They get rid of Whitley. I think you just fall here. I don't remember if there's like any Easter eggs or anything. Wow, that is slippery. Yeah, and I think I died. Yeah.
Great, and their folklore.
Yeah, I just slipped off the fucking tube. Anyway, point is, all of this flavor.
Right.
And it's well done. It's not getting in the
I'm gonna
way.
take this rail down the back way. See you at the bottom. Good luck. Be careful.
Oh, I don't remember. Oh, yeah, don't have to remember. There we go. Now, there's probably like a lot of details and stuff over here. What you may have not noticed is that, I don't know if you've ever seen like, you know, optical illusions of like masks that supposedly like follow you around with their eyes and shit. Here's how that illusion works, right? Instead of like having the eyes being like flat on the plane of the thing, or like, you know, extruded, they're inset like this. Okay, so this gives you, like, you see how if you just pretend this is an eye, you see how the I don't know if it's going to show up in the encoding, but probably not. But you know, like if you try this, because they made the turrets have like inset like eyes, it can seem like they're following you around even though there's no animation, which is, yeah, a neat little optical illusion. Classic one, not a very obscure one at all, but yeah, it's just, I thought it was cute when I noticed this like years ago. I think it was when I was playing the first one, because it's the, you know, it's like a basic one, but it's cute. And it works in some of the like cutscenes later, where they're supposed to be looking at you, you know. Okay, so that was probably slow and boring. Okay, and we're in the assembly line.
Turret redemption lines active. Please do not engage with turrets heading towards redemption.
Okay, so if it tells us not to do something, we have to do that. But first I need to like figure out what to do. There we go.
Turret redemption lines are not rides. Please exit the turret redemption line.
Whoops. Oh shit. Okay, I tried to correct it and then I fucking just made it worse. Come on. Where are the chambers?
Turret redemption lines active. Please do not engage with turrets heading towards redemption. Turret redemption lines are not rides. Please exit the turret redemption line.
Did I fuck it up? Is this not the way I'm supposed to do it? Come on. Can't be fucking up that bad already. Oh yeah, like I'm supposed to go there. Yeah, I was just being too clever. And all right, yeah, this is the Easter egg. Whoops. Sorry, dude. Carrying this one is an Easter egg. Whoops. I was trying to pick it up. So this is where it hints you, like this guy, right? And the whole point of like hinting you and showing you that guy is because later on you're gonna have to face the more defective turrets, and knowing that they're defective is important. I mean, obviously, but so okay, that's how we get here. Wow, I am blanking out. This is, you know, probably really boring. I don't have all that much to say about this.
Template.
Mostly just speaks for itself, which means that it's good, but you know,
Template. Response.
still not much to say about it.
Well done. Follow me. You're gonna love this.
Template.
Almost there. Ta-da! Only the turret control center. Thank you very much. See that scanner out there, right? It's deciding which turrets to keep and which to toss, and it's using that master turret there as a template. Now, if we pull out the template turret, it'll shut down the whole production line. Right, I'm gonna have to hack the door so that we can get at it. Technical, you'll need to turn around while I do this.
Okay, I'll turn around again.
Okay, go on, just pull that turret out.
Response.
Well, that should do it.
Template missing. Continuing from memory.
Oh, it hasn't done it. Right, let's figure out how to
Wow,
stop
it
this
exploded.
turret line.
Template.
Have you got any ideas?
So this is where you have to like figure out to go back there
Oh, have you got an idea?
and get the defective one
Just do your idea and then come straight back.
Template. Response.
and use that as a template. Unless it was a loading screen? It wasn't a loading screen, what? Was it?
Sorry, what's going on over there? You know, I'm actually over here still thinking really hard.
Is he?
Template. Response.
Not sure I'm doing the right thing here. I'm fucking up. Yeah, it was supposed to be like some other defective turret. I guess you just like pick one off the assembly line and I'm being an idiot.
Template. Response.
Not being very practical, am I?
Template.
Just don't see any surfaces here where I can pull. Actually, pick it up from.
Template.
I mean, you
Response.
can't go off the rails here. Haha. So,
Response. Template. Response.
well, that was not,
Response.
you know,
Any ideas? Any
not
ideas?
intention.
No?
Yeah, I've got ideas, but I just need you to shut up.
Response.
Won't open. I don't remember where I get the defective turret
Are
from.
you still thinking, or what's happening?
Template.
Why am I confused?
Template. Response.
Alright, yeah. I'm being dumb. I just need to pick it
Tell
up
you what,
as
here's
he's
a
trying to
plan.
throw it away.
Let's just both continue contemplating in absolute silence.
Template.
Not that complicated, but if you're dumb...
Template. Response.
It shows you where to stand even.
Template. Response.
Oh, thank God. You saved my bacon, pal. Where we go? Is this a jailbreak? Can't say a thing.
Template.
I like how they make them have like different personalities too.
Template. Response.
What do you have there?
Template. Response.
What are you? Oh, brilliant! That's brilliant.
New template accepted.
If we're lucky, she won't find out all her turrets are crap until it's too late. Classic. Okay, keep your eye on the turret line. I'm gonna go and hack the door open.
Yeah, why don't you just, you know...
Okay, I'm about to start hacking.
Response.
It's a little bit more complicated than it looked from your side. It should take about 10 minutes.
Template.
Keep one eye on the door.
Response.
This door's actually pretty complicated. Ah! Oh. How long's the door been open? I mean, was there any sort of announcement before it opened? Like a buzzer or an alarm of some kind? Or like a hacker alert? I mean, you know, fair enough, the important thing is it's open, but just mention in the future. Cough or something.
Yeah, let's see.
Alright, now, she can't use her turrets, so let's go and take care of that neurotoxin generator as well.
At this point, there is... it's really just preempting going back to the to older aperture science, because like a lot of these parts are like, clearly not just abandoned because there's no people because she killed everyone. They're also abandoned because they have been abandoned for a while. You know, stuff is starting to look quite old. Got stuck on the desk there.
Bring your daughter to work day.
And
That
here it
did
is.
not end well.
I thought this was lower down.
And 40 potato batteries. Embarrassing. I mean, I realise they're children, but still, you know, low-hanging fruit and all that. Barely science, really, is it?
See the clever part where he's like, you know, he's just like shining a spotlight whenever you're looking. And it's still passing through you so he can actually see. Now one of these is supposed to be Chels, I think. Implying that she was a kid over here. Not a lemon. I can't actually
Baking
see.
soda volcano. Well, you know, at least it's not a potato battery, I'll give it that, but it's not terrifically original, is it? You know what I mean? Not exactly primary research, even within the child sciences.
The child sciences.
I'm guessing this wasn't one of the scientists' children. You know, I don't want to be snobby, but let's be honest, it's got manual labourer written all over it, hasn't it? I'm not saying they're not as good as the professionals, you know, they're just a lot dumber.
Obvious implications there.
Yeah, it's growing right up into the ceiling. The whole place is probably overrun with potatoes.
Was
at
it
point,
this?
isn't it? At least you won't starve, though.
I can't read these well enough because the textures are way too low res for me. Doesn't matter. One of these is shells, implying that she was a kid in the thing, and that Gladys actually probably like killed her parents or something. I mean, that's there are ways to see that in a positive light, right? I guess. Interesting thing is that they've got rid of the what is the environment, like, you know, baked shadows, and now it's like dynamic shadows and stuff. They've let that be a thing.
Don't worry, I'm absolutely
Not that interesting, I guess.
100% that it's this way. No, it's not this way. Okay, let's try this way.
I feel that like Wheatley's attitude sort of makes up for him being annoying, because you feel okay to you feel okay to be like sort of irritated by him.
Ha! I knew we were going the right way. This is the neurotoxin generator. Bit bigger than I expected. Not going to be able to just, you know, push it over. Have to apply some cleverness. There's some sort of control room up at the top, so let's go and investigate.
Now, this isn't actually all that complicated. For the most part, it's just still flavor. Again, more, you know, like cruelty on Gladys's part.
I'm afraid the door's locked. Just checked it. No way to hack it as far as I can tell. Mechanism. What are you doing? We don't know what that button. Oh, the door's open. Well done. Let's see what's inside. Good news. I can use this equipment to shut down the neurotoxin system. It is, however, password protected. Alarm bells. No, don't worry. All right, not a problem for me. You may as well have a little rest actually while I work on it. Okay. Here we go. The hardest part of any hack is the figuring out how to start.
You know, the thing is that with Wheatley here, okay, and this is an important point for the story, he's painted as an idiot, but also he's like, you know, he's willing to actually put effort into figuring things out, even though he's an idiot. Okay. Like he's not good at it, but he is still trying. Like, he's not a bad personality at this point. And Gladys is clearly evil at this point. They do a clever trick. Well, I'll let you see it later. But in the meantime, I need to find, there's a laser somewhere here. Oh yeah, there it's over. It's over here.
Holding everything up. The floor is important.
See, this is another important element to these puzzles that is changing now, because these are like sort of supposed to be off the rails puzzles. You know, a bit more like, you know, they're not in chambers. So that was backtracking.
You smell neurotoxin?
And
neurotoxin levels are going down. Hold on, something's wrong.
this is clearly a game not built for backtracking.
No, it's down. Sorry, my mistake.
But they are sort of like, you know, going outside the beaten path there to just make it a bit more interesting. Not too much, just a bit to make things sort of catch you off your guard.
It's still going down. Still going. Keep it up.
There we go. I just missed that one, and I just need to do that.
That did
There
it.
we go.
Neurotoxin at 0%. Yes. Hold on.
And this sabotage is important because
Warning. Neurotoxin pressure
No
has reached
spoilers.
dangerously unlethal levels.
And this is going to open, right? Yeah, this is... I'll just let this play on its own.
This should take us right to her. I can't believe I'm finally doing this. Woo! I knew this would be fun. They told me it wasn't fun at all, so they said it's not fun at all. And I believed them. I thought I was a fool to myself. Oh, and I'm loving this. Whale of a time. This place is huge, and we're only seeing the top layer. It goes down for miles. All sealed off years ago, of course. We should be getting close. Oh, I can't wait to see the look on her face. No neurotoxin, no turret. She'll never know what hit her. Hold on, because I might not have thought this next part completely through. Ah! Well, I'm going the wrong way. Get to her. I'll find you.
So this game is a collection of very carefully put together puzzles, and then sections that have absolutely, like almost, not absolutely, but almost no challenge to them at all. They're just, you know, just going through the motions, just using the same controls that existed in the puzzles, and it's just telling you the story. But it's like, it's clear that they've at least for up until this point, they've kept the story parts and the puzzle parts more or less separate. You know, they don't overlap very much. So this is again the second glimpse we get into the into what it looks like outside the chambers and the vastness of the location that they're stored in. And this is again the first time that we see having to portal long distances like this. This wasn't the case in the previous game, to my recollection. They only did this in Portal 2. It was like these huge distances, but you see that like even though there's like this vast, like, you know, a room to look at, you know, like this all this landscape, but the points of interest are very clear. You know, like the blue lights here are sort of, because the rest of it is blue, well, sort of like blue grayish, they sort of fade in there. There's just way too many to care about. The red lights are just, you know, a familiar thing for large containers, so it's like, it's not too distracting. There's just way too many to be like a single point of interest. And the only thing that's interesting is a flickering white surface, which your brain by this point is already trained to identify as a surface you can use. So you see this, and then the next thing that you look for is another surface, and there's plenty all around you, including this one and this one, okay, both of which are very nearby. This one is even like illuminated. So you do this, and right, I thought,
I honestly, truly didn't think you'd fall for that.
I didn't.
In fact, I devised a much more elaborate trap further ahead for when you got through this easy one. If I'd known you let yourself get captured this easily, I would have just dangled a turkey leg on a rope from the ceiling.
Don't have a choice here.
Well, it was nice catching up. Let's get to business. I hope you brought something stronger than a portal gun this time. Otherwise, I'm afraid you're about to become the immediate past president of the Being Alive Club. Seriously though, goodbye.
It's my big chance. This is trouble. Ah, not again. Here comes trouble.
Oh, you were busy back there. Well,
I like how she's not impressed.
I suppose we could just sit in this room and glare at each other until somebody drops dead. But I have a better idea. It's your old friend, deadly neurotoxin. If I were you, I'd take a deep breath and hold it.
Hello.
I hate you so much.
Warning. Central core is 80% corrupt.
That's funny. I don't feel corrupt. In fact, I feel pretty good.
Alternate core detected.
Oh, that's me they're talking about.
To initiate a core transfer, please deposit substitute core in receptacle.
Core transfer. Oh, you are kidding me.
I've got an idea. Do what it says. Plug me in.
Do
See how
not
it follows
plug
me?
that little idiot into my mainframe.
No, you should plug that little idiot into the mainframe.
It was really clever to deliver him through the neurotoxin
Plug me
thing.
in. Plug me in.
Don't do it.
Set it up
Substitute core accepted.
quite nicely.
Substitute core. Are you ready to start?
And also really nice that picking him up means you don't have to portal anything.
No.
Oh, yes, she is.
No, 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 no.
Stalemate detected. Transfer procedure cannot continue.
Yes.
Unless a stalemate associate is present to press the stalemate resolution button.
You can see that it's gonna open.
Go press it.
Don't do it.
Yes, do it.
Don't press that button. You don't know what you're doing.
I think
And now it's clear that you're gonna have to use portals.
You need to be a trained stalemate associate to press that button. You're unqualified.
See that?
Okay, don't listen to her, all right? It is true that you don't have the qualifications, but you've got something far more important than that. A finger, all right, with which to press that button so she won't connect.
Impersonating a stalemate associate. I just added that to the list. It's a list I made of all the things you've done. Well, it's a list that I am making, because you're still doing things right now, even though I'm telling you to stop. Stop, by the
think
way.
Okay,
That's-
probably correct, but where it's incorrect...
Yeah,
Stalemate resolved.
you just have to be faster than her.
Please return to the core transfer bay.
Here we go! Wait, what if this hurts? What if this really hurts? Ah, I didn't think of that.
Oh, it will. Believe me, it will.
Are you just saying that, or is it really gonna hurt? You're just saying that, aren't you? No, you're not. It is gonna hurt, isn't it? Exactly how painful are we Ah!
No, stop! No! 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 No!
Wow! Check me out, partner. We did it! I'm in control of the whole facility now. Whoa! Would you look at this? Not too bad, eh? Giant robot. Massive. It's not just me, right? I am bloody massive, aren't I? Oh, right, yeah, the escape lift. I'll call it now. There we go. Lift call. Look how small you are down there. I can barely see you. Very tiny and insignificant. Wait, I've just thought of something. How am I going to get in? You know, being... Let me tell you, I knew it was going to be cool to be in charge of everything. But, wow, this is cool. And check this out. I'm a bloody genius now.
Estás usando este software de traducción de forma incorrecta. Por favor, consulte el manual.
I don't even know what I just said, but I can find out. Oh, sorry, no, the lift, yes, sorry, forget it. This body's amazing, seriously. I can't get over how small you are, but I'm huge. Actually, when do we have to leave right now? Do you have any idea how good this is? I did this. Tiny little Wheatley did this.
You didn't do anything. She did all the work.
Oh, really? That's what the two of you think, is it? Well, maybe it's time I did something then.
What are you doing? No! No! No!
And don't think I'm not onto you too, lady. You know what you are? Selfish. I've done nothing but sacrifice to get us here. And what have you sacrificed? Nothing. Zero. All you've done is boss me around. Well, now who's the boss? Who's the boss? It's me. Ah!
Getting a bit too close there, Wheatley.
See that? That is a potato battery. It's a toy for children. And now she lives in it. Sorry, what?
The engineers tried everything to make me behave, to slow me down. Once, they even attached an intelligence dampening sphere on me. It clung to my brain like a tumor, generating an endless stream of terrible ideas.
No, not listening, not listening.
It was your voice.
No, no, you're lying, you're lying.
You're the tumor. You're not just a regular moron. You're designed to be a moron.
I am not a moron!
Yes, you are. You're a moron they built to make me an idiot.
Well, how about now? Now who's a moron? Could a moron hunt you into this pit? Ah! Could a moron do that? Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna lie, that part got to me. I didn't even remember it was this dramatic. Holy shit, dude.
Oh, hi. So, how are you holding up? Because I'm a potato. Oh, good. My slow clap processor made it into this thing. So we have that. Since it doesn't look like we're going anywhere, well, we are going somewhere, alarmingly fast, actually. But since we're not busy other than that, here's a couple of facts. He's not just a regular moron. He's the product of the greatest minds of a generation, working together with the express purpose of building the dumbest moron who ever lived. And you just put him in charge of the entire facility. Good, that's still working. Hey, just in case this pit isn't actually bottomless, do you think maybe you could unstrap one of those long fall boots of yours and shove me into it? Just remember to land on one foot.
Again, more story. But it's fucking well done. Holy shit, is it well done. And this shows her being taken away by the birds. Well, one bird. The ironic part is that, like, the story is part of the reason why I wanted to make all this, like, this video series, but I just don't know what to say about it because it just speaks for itself. It's just so well put together. Anyway, this is Act 3 now. I'm gonna stop it here. I'm gonna give you a bit of a tour here. So yeah, I didn't actually think that would affect me so much, but it is. Pretty fucking good story, and it's about fucking, you know, AIs and shit. Well, anyway, I know this is probably like a way too long and boring, but it'll pick up from here. I promise. The next part is my favorite in the entire game. So see you then.